All right, Coach. You had your bye week last week. Just talk about what you do with your team to help kind of rest and relax and recharge as you head into the second half of the season.
Yeah, well, we got a lot of work done during the bye week. We took it as an opportunity, obviously, to get better and do things. We got the right guys rest when they needed it. You know, guys that have been in the program 4 and 5 years, and you get them a break here and there and let them heal up and get ready to go. But a lot of development with our younger players. We did a couple scrimmages, so to speak, with our young guys at the end of practice on a couple days this week. So that was good. I mean, it was encouraging to watch our young kids run around. I mean, we got some really good talent in those freshman classes, and redshirt freshmen and freshmen. So it was fun doing that. But basically, just got to work and started preparing a little bit for UTPB, but also clean things up. Really worked hard on special teams and some things that we can just get better at drill work wise. Just continue to find ways to get better as a team, and obviously the weight room as well was something that we hit pretty good and continued to do our thing in there. So a very productive week, and we're excited about getting ready for UTPB now and in preparation.
And from your perspective as well as the players, how has this week off just helped you prepare for a top 10 matchup?
Yeah. I mean, it's always good, finding a bye week and if you can get a week ahead of somebody like UTPB that's a pretty good football program and have done some great things. It's always a good thing, I guess, in that part of it. Some coaches don't like them bye weeks because it gets you off a rhythm, but I feel like if you're busy and you do what you're supposed to be doing in that week, it can really help. So it's good. It's any matchups, when you got the bye week ahead of it, I think is something that you can build from. But we're just excited to finally get back into a game week, and again, playing an opponent like UTPB here in San Angelo is something special, and that's why we play the game, man. You look forward to these type of games, and the bye week helped us get ready for that.
Coach, this was a team that won the conference recently. I know that y'all won it last year, but it's become a pretty good rivalry too. What's the feeling in the locker room knowing that you're going to have to show up and just play your absolute A game to make sure you take home that win? Yeah,
it's awesome because our guys have been through it. They won it 2 years ago when they beat us. We had won it in 22. They won it in 23, and then we didn't like that. The feeling of losing that game wasn't good, and our guys worked hard and won it again in 24. So, it's just a matter of going out and competing. But playing a team like UTPB, who has done a really good job last couple of years. Coach McCullough's a good football coach, and he's done a great job in recruiting. He's done a great job in hiring coaches and finding the right fits for their program and what they do and how they do it. So, our guys are very aware of what caliber of football teams coming in town on Saturday. So we're just excited to get the opportunity to play in these games. These type of games, like I said earlier, are the ones that you're going to remember, are the ones that you look forward to most of the year. All of them are important, but these ones are games that they just mean more because it's two really good football teams going at it that I think respect each other quite a bit, and it'll be fun environment and a fun game Saturday.
It seems like both communities are kind of always really into this matchup too.
Yeah.
Just kind of the rival between the Contra Valley and the Permian Basin. How much does that fan support help out when you're getting ready to play some rivals?
Well, it's great. We've had great fan support all year at home so far, and we don't see it changing anytime soon. With a team like UTPB coming in, I'm sure they're going to bring their fans as well, and that's awesome. We want those environments. We want those game day environments, I guess. I mean, just the whole idea of two really good teams with both communities supporting it and getting together, and some bragging rights a little bit, I guess, on that part of it too. But at the end of the day, we've had awesome support here. The Ram Mob has been outstanding for us in on-campus support as well, and getting the off-campus support, the community coming over and taking a look at what we have to offer and what we're putting on the field, I think is important. So I encourage you to come on out, and if you haven't seen a game yet, come on out and watch the Rams play. It's going to be a great football game.
I was at that game 2 years ago that UTPB pretty much just made us pay for every mistake that the Rams made. I assume that they're still that same opportunistic football team What do the Rams got to do on Saturday to ensure, hey, we're going to control this thing from start to finish?
Yeah, that's another great question. I control first downs on defense, especially. They do a great job of running their offense. They got a good transfer quarterback in Cannon Gibson, who was at WT last year, transferred in. We loved Cannon out of high school. We recruited him here a little bit, and he used to come to our camps and stuff. We just had a couple guys sign pretty quick, so we didn't get a chance to recruit Cannon, but he's a really good football player, and he runs their offense very well. I think he's a lot like the kid they had back in 23 when they won it in Kenny. But we're going to have to go out and play well and control him a little bit. They got a stable of receivers that are really good players, returning all conference running back, and in my opinion, one of the best running backs that we'll see. So hands are full there. And then on offense, we're going to have to control the ball a little bit and kind of take what they give you. They jump in and out of different fronts and different things that they do. And they got the returning linebacker of the year and the preseason defensive player of the year at linebacker coming back in. So we're just going to have to watch him and see where he's at. But again, they just got a good all-around football team. They really do. And I kind of referenced earlier, they recruit well, they coach their guys well, they got good coaches doing it. So we're going to have our hands full. But again, these are the games you love, and we're excited about the opportunity.
Coach, walk me through how you see your team matching up. Obviously, we see a lot of talking about them. How do you see our guys? You mentioned again that weight room working,
Yeah.
a little bit early film watch on the Falcons. How do you see our squad matching up with them?
Well, we match up well. I think, and they match up well too. I mean, it's going to be one of those, fourth quarter games. It's going to come down to something like that. I got a feeling, but we match up great. We're a big physical football team, and we got some good team speed, and we got guys that are coming off injuries and healthy and going to play, and we got we're just at a point where this is the next test and the next opportunity. So just being excited about that. But the matchup's great for both groups. I don't think anybody's going to run away with a football game on Saturday. I think it's going to be one of those games where a true top 10 matchup, and let's see how it goes. And, win or lose, our guys are going to come out and fight. But, we feel really confident that we can line up and be productive and see where it ends up.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you,
All right.
Coach.
Thank you, guys.